Greetings guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mullet and this is my channel Evolve with Mullet. It is a gorgeous day out here, guys. There's a little dragonfly flying by. I'm going to do a quick review of the animal totems. I felt like a Disney princess out here, or a Keys girl princess out here. You might see some fish swimming by. This tide pool where I'm at is so rich in marine life. And I've been out in the water for the last couple hours, and I just came in to warm up a little bit, and it was glorious out there. I have my phone kind of trained on an area where I'm hoping you're going to see some kayakers go by, but there's been a dolphin out there fishing, so I'm hoping you'll get to see the dolphin surfacing, which was doing pretty repetitively when we were out. And out where you see that paddle border, there is a school of manatees, about 3 of them. And they've been just interacting with everybody here at the tide pool, and it's been so wonderful. There were also mullets that I noticed as well. So we had dolphins, manatees, mullets, and there was a jackfish. Couldn't find the meaning for the jackfish, but I did find the meanings for the others. So we're going to talk about that. And pretty much what it means is good luck for all, and abundance, prosperity, and fertility. So the mullet fish specifically, because the mullet fish would be associated with the death card in tarot, death, transformation, and rebirth, scorpionic energy, of which it is. I just saw the dolphin surface where that boat's going by right now, so let's see if it comes back up after the wake dies down. But the mullets spawn. Yep, there it is. I don't know if you guys can see that out there. I hope I have it fixed on the right area. I hope you guys can see that. I had zoomed in because I was hoping, but I can't see because of my screen. It's really dark with the sun. But if I see it, you let me know if you see the dolphin kind of like breaching, coming up for air and taking a moment. But anyway, the mullet is the equivalent of the scorpionic card. Death, rebirth, and transformation, because they spawn a lot of eggs in the sand, and then they come back eventually to end their life cycle at the same spot where they spawn. And they go swim down the shore and live their life, and they come back like within a couple years, and they end up dying where they spawn. So it is, that dolphin's out there. Let's see if I can fix here. He's breaching out there right by the bridge. Anyway, so that is seen as fertility. It's seen as good luck. It's seen as the transformation of life, the full circle of life that we all take. And Native Americans, specifically indigenous folks, really paid a lot of attention to that, because of course we know that our indigenous folks really were in tune with our land and the animals. So that was their way of saying that something new may be being born. It was an omen of fertility, but also prosperity, because they spawn in great abundance. So when you're seeing a manatee, one of the main things that the manatee is telling, and there were 3 of them here today, Ascended Masters. It was so beautiful. I came back to get my phone, and I thought if I go back out, I'll take my phone gently. I don't have my cover, so I'll have to be so very careful, but it's very shallow here, and I could probably just walk right by them, because they were swimming all around me today. Like, I felt like a Disney princess. It was really incredible. The manatees are a symbol, when you see them in animal totems, to slow down, to take in life, to understand. And you need to appreciate your natural resources, but also that you need to really, really revere and take in the energy that life is providing for you, because you are greatly blessed, and to be kind and to be friendly, because they're so gentle. They were swimming with all of the kids today. Everybody that was out there, they came by and kind of glided by each one of us and said hello. In Florida, it is illegal to touch and interact with a manatee. A manatee can come up and hug you, but you cannot interact back with the manatee. They are gentle. They are kind of, another name for them is sea cows. And so they have little whiskers, and they kind of breach, and their little snouts come up, and they have little cute little, like, fins, and it's just the sweetest thing. So the manatees are such a delight, and a little intimidating. You see a looming shadowy figure next to you in the water. I mean, that's how most horror movies start, but the truth is the manatees could not be more genteel and safe to swim with. And the tide is ebbing away. When I came, it was high tide this morning. We were at the peak of the tide. It was the apex, and now it is ebbing out. There's something to be said for ebbing as well. Paying attention to the cycles of life and ebbing and flowing. And that moves us on to the playfulness that the dolphin brings. And while I was trying to get a breach here for you, I wasn't able to, or maybe I was. Maybe you did see the dolphin. But even if you didn't, I did. I was literally out there where that furthest coast is, past where the paddle boarders are. And I was probably about 10 feet away from the dolphin, which is really cool. I've swam with the dolphins. I grew up in the Keys. You guys know my story. I was just really at the Discovery Cove recently. Dolphins are a huge part of my life, but dolphins are a big part of your life if it's an animal totem that you resonate with, because dolphins deal with fertility as well, but playfulness and sexuality. So who's getting laid out here? Or who would like to be getting laid? Well, when the dolphin surfaces, it is an indication that that could be part of your life. Because dolphins are one of the mammals that literally mate because of pleasure, not just for procreation's sake. They enjoy mating. And they are very sexual animals and very playful. But it's also about friendliness and aggregates. When I think of the dolphin, I think of the aggregates, because dolphins naturally gravitate to whichever pod that their life cycle is moving into. So teenage male dolphins will hang out with teenage male dolphins. Pregnant dolphins will, coalesce together as well. The elderly and aging dolphins will also gather together as well. So there's something to be said when you see a dolphin. It's more than just sexual playfulness. That's fun and all well and good. Also fantastic communication. But there's something to be said regarding the dolphins and understanding when it's the right time and season to move into a new group of folks, people, a new friend group, whether it's time to hermit or whether it's time to be with likes. So the aggregate would be the grouping of, to be with the like-mindedness of. They naturally do it upon being studied. And so that's one of the things that I don't often hear people talk about, but being a Keys girl who spent a lot of time at the Dolphin Research Center, I have a lot of fun facts about dolphins, and that's one of them. They naturally know when it's time to hang out with whom. And in our lives, especially as empaths, people are gravitated to us. We are lighthouses and we are beacons. And people will come to us from all walks of life. But it's so important to really choose wisely who you spend time around, because as the saying goes, and it's so accurate, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the greatest amount of time around. You will naturally start to assimilate people's personalities. I was watching something the other day, and it was a narcissist who was diagnosed, kind of has a channel here. I'm sure you've seen his channel. He has threads. And he was talking about narcissistic fleas. And so that is when you're around someone who is narcissistic, and then you start to behave like them or start to assimilate their traits. Well, that is not relegated just for narcissists. That is anybody you're around, and that's why they say you become like the people you spend the most time around. So if you decide you're hermiting, but you want to start to intake culture and connect with people, you can do that. And you would become like the people that you're listening to the most and consuming. So let's say you're listening to Tony Robbins or Eric the Hip Hop Preacher, or you're listening to Eckhart Tolle, or you're listening to old tapes of Gandhi speaking if you're motivated that way, or you're listening to lectures from your favorite Baptist preacher. Let's say you sit at your home and you only have parasocial relationships because that's the season of your life that you are in. You will become like them. And if you have friends, whether they're high vibrational or low vibrational, you will become like them. How many of us empaths in the collective have noticed that you feel a strong need to cut off or end relationships as you grow into your spiritual ascension? Well, that is not coincidental. Just like those ships there, I don't know if I got the passing of them, you can be 2 ships passing in different directions into the night. And you need to police, ironically, we have, I think, a Coast Guard boat coming into frame here. You need to police yourself. And you need to understand that some people can be very unhealthy for your growth. And some people have natural spirits on and in them, as you do as well. People are attracted to your angels, and sometimes you irritate people's demons. And that is the thing that we are often dealing with as empaths. So take a note and a page out of the book of Dolphins, and know, beyond happiness and joy and communication and great sexual energy, which would be sacral, associated with the color orange, please take note of when it's time to let a group, a friend group, a person, a relationship go. They do it so naturally, and they live their lives quite freely for many years when they are not in captivity, and even when they are, such is the nature of our world. You guys see that wake coming in, making all those beautiful waves from all those boats that just passed by? It's such a delightful place. It's quite magical. I promise you, I felt like I was a little mermaid swimming amongst all of these amazing creatures that were bigger than me and smaller than me, and everything is so magical. The pelicans fishing and swooping in. It was just... I'll shut up. Just the magic, guys. I love where I live. I love my life. I've been working on a lot of gratitude lately. I've been feeling so incredibly, deeply happy. Being a spiritualist, and you guys know in the collective, because you're all spiritualists too, it can be lonely sometimes. But then you find your tribe. I'm focusing in on those birds here. I don't know if you guys can see them. Then you find your tribe, and you guys just kind of float together. And so many of you guys here are my tribe, and we float together in blue sky weather, and we have earned that. I don't know if you guys can see those birds. I can't see what I'm looking at, so I swear I hope I'm focusing on birds of some kind that are just kind of floating. They're not even trying to fly. That's the magic of, and then you see a pair of two. I don't know if you guys see that. Two birds that have gone off into their own, magical world, and then they'll join the group again as the V forms. So beautiful, guys. When you find your tribe, it is a beautiful place to reside. It is wonderful to be with you guys, but also, gosh, I lost my train of thought. Gratitude. Gratitude to shift your mood is what I just heard. Gratitude to shift your mood. Oh, there's the cutest little baby. Oh my goodness. Life. It's a full circle here today. It's so beautiful out, guys. I feel so grateful to have an active working body, to be able to get myself down in here by myself and to share this energy with you. Oh, the dolphin's out there. I hope you guys saw it. I don't know, he's breaching again. I'm gonna see if I catch it. I'm like squirrel. Guys, my ADD trying to keep up with all the stuff happening. Life is happening right before our eyes. It's just so beautiful. Really work on your gratitude. It has done wonders for me. And it's been a dopamine hit, even though, yes, I have a video. I don't know if you guys see the dolphin out there. I was trying to see if I can. Okay, I'm gonna fix right here. I think you guys will be able to see it's breaching. I really hope you can see the magic out there. But work on your gratitude. Work on your gratitude journals and work on your gratitude affirmations. Just talking out loud to yourself, it shifts everything. And it's something that I've been practicing when I was out in the water and the salt was, sorry, my bathing suit, I don't know if you heard the bathing suit slapping the phone. The salt was just soaking into my body, and I was just feeling so grateful that my body works and that I can get out here. And guys, don't take for granted a second your health. And God, say thank you for everything. Say thank you for everything. I feel like life is amazing, and the little sunshine will really help raise your vibration to do that. I was saying I have another video where I talk about how you can chemically alter your serotonin, your dopamine, your endorphins, all the ways that we do that. One of the ways is I'm doing it right now. I'm outside in the sun. I'm also grounding. I'm interacting with nature. And this is raising several of those points for me. But one that you can do that's just something you do on your own is, and it's free, it's to say thank you for everything. We go through such intense spiritual warfare and also awakenings. And I have been in a real ascension mode lately and sleeping just really wildly. I joke my husband, I'm like, I'm not pregnant, am I? Because the sleep that I have been sleeping, the sleep that I have slept is so deep, but I know that it has to do with ascension. And sometimes you have to give yourself grace. Like, I have felt tranquilized without meds. Like, I've really diminished my pain meds. Everything is really coming along beautifully. I feel so grateful to remember that a body can function and work on its own without the aid of anything. And if you've ever been in pain or non-functioning or down bad or even ill, like you get COVID when that was going on, just knowing that your body can be at such a greater diminished capacity is such an awakening, and it's such an attitude adjustment for the way that we just take for granted how easily we just operate. And so when you're going through your awakenings and your ascensions, be kind and gentle like the Manatees. Specifically, that's the totem, with yourself, and go slow. And if you've got to sleep for no reason, take a nap, because your body and your soul knows. I've been having the craziest lucid dreams and astral projections and the craziest things, guys, that I have been dreaming. I'm on a plane with Jay-Z flying over a desert compound that's RuPaul's mothership. It's like you know those things that look like they're mounted into the desert. You know, they're like earthen houses, but it was like RuPaul's mothership, like wild dreams. Okay, guys, the craziest stuff. And so my body has said I need to sleep, and so I've been kind to it. My body has said I need to be at the sea and in the salt, and so I have listened to it. I took clients out here today. I chatted with you a little bit. I brought my cards, but I don't know if I'm going to pull them out. I could. It's not as windy as I thought it was going to be. But it's beautiful to say thank you and give yourself space and grace to be patient as you move into this next phase of your life. You deserve to go slow like the Manatees. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Enjoy your life and say thank you for the things you like if you make yourself a tuna sandwich today, say thank you that you have the hands to do that, that you can still maintain mobility. If you interact and stay in the line to pick up your kids today from school, be grateful for that peaceful time you had before all those bubbling energies pile into your car. If you are alone and in a hermit mode and you're single or you're divorced or you're separated, be thankful that you got rid of that whomever because you prayed for that. Be thankful for the peace and the empty space. And if you're in partnership and you want it that way, be thankful for the person that is in your face every day because you prayed for that too. This manifesting work is a lot more easy than we think to do, but we forget when we get the things we ask for how much we wanted it. I found myself today being in gratitude and also then asking for the next thing on my list, and my angel said, now wait a minute. They slowed me right down. They backed me right up, and they said, we haven't even filled this other cup fully for you. You don't even know the fullness and the joy and the deliciousness that we have in store for you, and yet you're asking for us to do more work for you. They had to check my ass, and I love that. I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful for my angels because they are my friends, and I know that sounds wild to the rest of the world, but to this collective, you know exactly what I'm saying. I am so grateful. These angels know you by name. They know your pain and they know your joy. But be thankful in the moments that you are. Be present and just know how far you've come. I had a subscriber, a friend, and just an earth angel, literally probably one of my favorite people here parasocially. Her name is Jess. She has red hair and she has her own channel and she's brilliant. I believe she's getting her doctorate. She probably has it already by now. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jess, when you hear this. And she pops in and out of the channel, and she is our Canadian sister. I'd love to talk to her about what she thinks about the battle going on with Drake. But in any case, she popped in and she left me a note on one of my other videos, and she says, I'm watching one of your classics. And I thought, wow, I felt so grateful and humbled that I have something for someone to watch that they could call a classic. And what it meant, it was a video from a couple years ago, and it's called The Backside of the Biltmore. And I listened to it because I knew that she was an earth angel, and I told her as much. That was dispatched in to have me go back and listen again to that, because I completely forgot about it, guys. I pump out content at a pretty fast pace. That is my internal Virgo in my chart for sure. So I don't remember everything and every word. And a lot of times these are channeled messages that are dispatched, they come through me. I'm conduit. I don't remember everything I'm doing, and I don't write anything, right? I write, and I'm a writer, but what you hear me doing is often just me freestyling with my angels and you. And so I went back because I knew I had some reflecting work to do that Jess brought to me. And I was grateful for Jess, for her kindness and her kind words. She's always been such a light, as many of you are. Thank you. There's so many names that I can think of, and I'm so grateful for you. Emily, Belinda, Simbala, Jacqueline, Allie Wu, Terry. There's so many of you. Mr. Chalk from Lagos, Rain, Kesala, Sky. I can't, if I forget your name, you all know I've worked with you. Tia, I love you guys. In fact, some of you guys I have appointments with today, so I'm going to get going here shortly. But Jess reminded me that I made that video and I went and listened to it. And it was this full circle moment, and I heard how happy I was because I had achieved and manifested a thing that had escaped me for many years. I'll find the video and I will link it below. And my angel said, look at you on the go again and manifesting again and asking again. But do you realize what you did and what you surmounted and how big you manifested? And so today, I guess that's my message for you. Like the Manatees, slow down and reflect and be kind to yourself. You have more spiritual work to do, but they said, say a note of gratitude to yourself for the spiritual work you've already done. For the spiritual work you already did do. You did it. You guys have overcome so many things. Think back to where you were a couple years ago and how incredibly different your life is and what a transformation you've undergone. And we can get ahead of ourselves. Just like you and I, we are same, simpatico. I can definitely be ambitious and say, but what's next? And they stopped me and they said, just rest. Just sit here. Just soak up this vitamin D. Just play with these fishies like you are from Disney. You are under the sea. Just think about all the times in your world where you sang songs and you never felt like you were going to get what you longed for, and yet we brought you everything. That's one of my personal affirmations and mantras. My angels love me so much, they always give me what I want. And the thing about it is, guys, your angels give you what you want to. That is not exclusive for me, that is also for you. But we lose sight of it in our ambition to get to the next thing. We lose sight of all of the gifts and all of the pleasures and all of the bounty and all of the abundance and all of the wisdom and all of the growth and all of the freedom and all of the upleveling and all the ascension and all the stripping away of ego that our beautiful angels and spirit team has brought to us, that they did bring. We are so lucky. And so today, as I sat in the water, to them, my praises I did sing of gratitude that has shifted my mood. Because I understand in me they have done a powerful thing. If you've been through a trial, y'all, and you come out on the other side, the backside of the billboard, that video was about being rejected from, not being able to have access to, and how God stepped me up to where I had unlimited access. And I was so included that I was VIP and I was staying in the best place you could stay. The story arc is one that I still can't believe is my life to this day. And your angels had me come here today to say the same to you. They have done a great work in you. So give thanks with a grateful heart for the work that they do. And give thanks with a grateful heart for your own temerity and strength, because you have not given up on you. I love you guys so much, and I am never going to give up on you. You guys are some of my favorite people, and I'm so grateful for you. And now I'm going to get off here and cry in peace. But it's happy tears. I'm so grateful for everything. I'm so grateful I can even sit here and share with you. I'm so grateful for whoever clicks this video. Thank you for inviting me into your energy and into your life. And we're going to continue to try and evolve together. And I promise you there'll be more days than not that we get it right. I love you guys. Come back to me next time. Continue to evolve together.